Let's go. I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal. I got an arsenal, I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the obstacle. To the top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock, think the people have spoken. I can hear the tick-tock of the clock, I'm in motion. So now I'm gonna pop, causing all this commotion.
But yeah, to get into a little bit more about why we made the change on the podcast and changing things a little bit going forward, I'll let Brandon tell us a little bit about that. So go ahead, buddy.
So originally, you know, I don't know, for years now, Tony has had this idea of doing podcasts. Not even really a podcast. It was really just taping our conversation. Like, because, I mean, if anybody knows me or Tony more so, and had a conversation with them, they always seem to go into these weird plays. So, it was just one of those things that it seems like the thing to do, but life happened, so we just never got around to doing it until about, I'll say, a month ago. Tony just came to me and was like, "Let's do this. He's gonna, I'm tired of talking about it. Let's do it." So I'm like, "All right, let's do it." So we recruited Damon and Eric and talked those two unlucky souls into joining us. And
Lackeys.
3-Star Podcast was a name that Tony came up with, and we it fits for the time being, but it's not what we wanted it to be, because we didn't want it to center around wrestling. But wrestling is something that the four of us do have in common. So at the time, it seemed like, okay, that's the name we'll go with. But as we started to do some of the stuff, we realized that that's really not what we want. So we were trying to think of another name, and to me, there was only one name that I thought of immediately when we were talking about this, and that was Fatboy Cartel. Reason being, it's because years ago, there's a song that we were listening to, and one of the lines in the song, the dude called himself the leader of the Fatboy Cartel, and I don't know why it stuck with me and Tony the way it did, but it was one of those things that kind of that too. But one of those things that kind of transitioned through time with us, to where we played Call of Duty and any other games, that was the name of a clan or a group, whatever it was that we were in. It was always called the Fatboy Cartel, and so to me, it only seemed fitting and right that something that we're going to put time, money, energy, and things into do that we like to do, why not name it along those same premises of something that is kind of stuck with us and we kind of own. So Fatboy Cartel was it, and we decided to run with that. I mean, they did a hell of a job with the graphics, the logo itself, which I got some news on that stuff too. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that now, or
go ahead.
Well, actually, honestly, this was going to be 3-Man Booth podcast when I first came up with this idea, because I didn't know that we were going to have a fourth man. I didn't know whether either Eric or Damon both wanted to do it, or one of them. But 3-Man Booth, I thought of that because they were doing that a lot on wrestling. 3-Man of the booth. Usually, it's typically 2, and then 3-Man Booth turned into 3-Star Podcast once we got another person in here and had 4, and it just it's been a bit of an evolution. It starts out at 1, and it just keeps every week something. It seems like we're adding something or something's changing, and it's for the good. It's not for the bad. It's just that I know myself, I am very believe it or not, abrasive. Some people might even say that I like to, quote unquote, push the envelope a little bit.
No,
I mean,
I don't see where that's coming.
I don't know what these people are talking about.
if you've seen any of our videos so far, yeah,
I'm actually
You are
quite
the
the voice of reckoning and reasoning. Right? We're not reckoning, reasoning. Yes,
I'm
reasoning.
about to say reasoning.
my friends actually call me the voice of reason. That's funny.
Yeah, but seriously though, before we jump on to anything else, I really, really want to go ahead and acknowledge Eric, man. You have been a godsend and a lifesaver with this, and honestly, without you doing this part of it, we wouldn't have this show. And then without Damon, what he's done with Discord and showing us. I mean, without you two, there would be no, so whatever this show is called, whether it's 4-star, 3-star, 2 frog, 1 pot, egg, blue, green, eggs, and ham, whatever. It wouldn't be a show.
1 pot.
It wouldn't be a show without you guys, and I'm really glad that you guys are here. So now that the mutual hogwash bullshit's done with,
the mushy stuff's out of the way, yeah. But I just do want to say I definitely appreciate it. I mean, I enjoy making the graphics and stuff. But Tony did the logo, so I mean that's all Tony.
So you got to give him mad credit for that, dude. That shit is dope.
Yeah, but the stuff from like the intro and the graphics you're seeing on the screen right now, I mean, I've had a little hand in that, but again, I'm just happy to be along for the ride. I'm glad you guys.
The end cards, all that. I mean, Tony did that. Shit.
Yeah, but we're still at the end of the day, man. We're a team, and I couldn't do this with anybody else, man. You guys are a great team to do this with.
Yeah.
So
well, I appreciate that. And with that out of the way, though, we just thought we'd give you guys a little bit of house cleaning, let you know what's going on behind the scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, I also want to thank Tony and Brandon for making me the moderator of this show a little bit.
You are the voice of the.
And I understand it because I have my own YouTube channel, so I have a little bit of experience with it. So
yeah, why don't you plug that, man?
Put that out there.
Well, and I'll definitely plug the Fat Boy Cartel on my YouTube channel as well. But you can find me on YouTube at Eric Gel. Just search for Eric Gel with a J, and you'll find me. I'll go over movie trailers, movie reviews, movie news, things like that.
Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right. I swear to God that I could drop you, bro. Yeah, I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable.